Okay, hey, how's it going? Welcome back. Today's episode, well, I'm in my sister's art studio. This is like the start of a 3-part series thing that I'm putting together. I want to create an intro for my YouTube videos, but also for my Instagram stories and IGTV. And I'm going to get her to help me with step 1. So today's all we're getting like a scripted font for me to use to put on the titles, put on the intros, the outros, just something that, I don't know, gives me a bit of a brand. She's going to help me out do the illustration stuff. So let's get cracking. Okay, so hey, this is my sister Emily, she's an illustrator. This is her studio, and this is where we're gonna do this illustration work.
Hey guys, I'm Emily. I'm a graphic designer and illustration student in Ulster University in Belfast, and this is my studio. I do a mixture of illustration, graphic design, 3D work. If you want to check out any of my work, Dill's gonna drop a link in the description below.
Okay, so that one there, I like the form of the letters. I like the way that's formed, I quite like the way that's formed, in that it's kind of hand scripty or brush scripty, but it isn't really. We're just looking at some inspiration that I'd built up, some styles that I like. I looked through a bunch of different brush script fonts and hand script fonts and things like that to try and find the sort of stuff that I like. So because I'm a graphic designer, whenever I'm doing anything like this, I really like bold, chunky, condensed fonts, you know, tighten the tracking in a little bit even though you shouldn't. And I kind of wanted something a little bit more free and a little bit more expressive with this. I said to Emily, like, I want to look down a route of kind of a brush stroke calligraphy style thing. She's shaking her head, not happy with that.
Let me do a brush of a condensed sans serif.
He's gonna put pen to paper. Actually, literally pen to paper. That's
No, technically it's gonna be a brush.
a brush. Scrap that.
It's gonna be brush to paper.
Brush to paper.
I don't think that's sure. This. Alright, so what we've done is we've kind of taken a bit of inspiration from marker pens, you know, that sort of style. They're very, very crisp on the edges as opposed to the brush. But what we've done is bring the brush in, so you've got like a mixture of marker pens and a mixture of sign painting and try to amalgamate that together. After a bit of discussion, I write everything in capitals. So Emily was like, well, your handwriting's all in capitals. So let's reflect that in the way we're doing this, rather than doing a hand script, because I don't hand script anything. See, we're making this up as we go along. Some of the mad stuff my sister makes, combating climate change and pollution and stuff like that. It's made with by heating silk and different plastics, and she's basically made this bubbling skin. You know? It's a little bit weird. I small one. I and the A.
I like it.
And the two are the same.
So the next thing I have to do is bring it into my studio, bring it into Illustrator, tweak a few things, tidy a few little bits up, just get it ready for me to use in the different outputs. But it looks pretty good. Okay, so the plan now is I've got to get these onto the computer and do a little bit of post-production. This one's pretty easy. You just take a photo on your phone, bring it onto the Mac, edit it in Photoshop and Illustrator. Let's get that bit done. First thing you got to do is photograph them from above, and I'm just going to use my phone for that. Any lenses will work here, by the way. They don't have to be Sony lenses. Okay, so step 1's kind of simple. You got to airdrop your photos from your phone to your MacBook. I'm taking this off, by the way. It's too warm in here. Okay, so once you've got the photographs onto your MacBook, or computer, or laptop, what you're going to need to do, you're then going to need to bring it into your editing software. I'm using Adobe Photoshop and Illustrator CC. Let's jump into the software. Okay, so we're bringing all these images into Photoshop. We're going to boost up the brightness and contrast levels to try and cut out all that background color and make it basically black and white high contrast. We're going to pull all those images as one piece into Illustrator. Going to go to Live Trace them up, and then we're just going to go through and we're going to tinker and adjust different bits and pieces, pulling all the bits aside, tidying up all the little artifacts that are coming off the edges of it, and generally just
Basically tinker and tidy until you get it to a point that you're kind of happy with it. There's a little bit of fidgeting involved here just to make sure things all balance up and kerning and tracking is correct and all that sort of stuff. And then you'll bring it out to look something sort of like this, which I'm really happy with, and it's a good starting point for the next few steps. Okay, so I finished with all the lettering now. That's the name and the outro bit that I'm going to use on both Instagram and YouTube. Tomorrow's video I'm going to go look at filming a couple of clips of myself, doing some bits and pieces I can bring into that intro. So yeah, anyway, I just sort of skimmed over the surface here. This is pretty quick, pretty loose. If you would like to see more stuff like this from me, let me know. I am a graphic designer as well as a photographer and a video maker, so I do a whole bunch of different bits and pieces. I'll catch you tomorrow for the second part of this little mini-series. Alright, later guys. It's a bit odd, isn't it? Does the hat look good? Tell me the hat looks good. There was a Toy Story joke, by the way, Woody.